Hey guys, it's Gary Wong with GaryWongRealty.com again. People know me as the Christian Realtor. I'm also the author of the book on Vancouver real estate. Today I want to share a little bit about my experience with working with Shady Seller and Shady Realtors. I have a popular video called the 5 Shady Tricks that Realtors Play. I don't have much personal interactions with shady realtors and shady sellers. I typically just hear the stories from other colleagues and other clients that I know. You know how people say they usually attract the type of people that they are. So if you're very honest, full of integrity, that kind of person, then you'll attract those kind of individuals. If you're shady or you participate in corruption, you'll probably attract those individuals. So here's one of my examples. I worked with a client for a couple years, and they were somebody I knew from school, and he was interested in selling his property. His house had been built by him and his father, who was asking me for my advice. He got a copy of my book, he read it, he always picked my brains. For about 2 years he had picked my brain here and there, and I was really generous with my time, and I helped him out a lot. During this 2-year period, I never tried to pitch him to sell him. He was working with other realtors. I just backed off. You know, if he was interested in working with me, he can contact me, but I was not going to interfere with his agency relationships, and I'm fine with him working with other realtors. That's fine. Finally, his other realtors weren't able to sell his home. His home had certain aspects of it that were not that desirable. It was a T-junction home. It was also beside a big street, very loud. So he came to me and asked me, "Oh, Gary, I found a property. I want to buy it now. So now I want you to sell my property." The issue for him was, during this time, it was not hard to sell his home if you priced it correctly. If your property has some undesirable aspects of it, if you price it well, you'll still be able to sell it, especially in a strong market. Unfortunately, I think he was wanting to find the proper ideal home for himself first before he was going to sell his home, which is very difficult in a hot market. He came to me and he said, "Gary, I'd like to sell my home." So obviously I do my due diligence. His home is less than 10 years old. I look it up, like who is it built, that kind of thing. I realize it's a owner-built home. So an owner-built home is different from a builder-built home, a registered builder-built home. A registered builder-built home will have a 2, 5, 10-year warranty, and then the home would have 2, 5, 10. An owner-built home, you would build it, and basically the owner, the one who built the home, would provide the 2, 5, 10-year warranty to whoever buys it. And not only that, but an owner-built home, the owner could not sell the property within the first year that it's built. They would have to live in it for a year, and then they have to obtain a homeowner disclosure statement from the homeowner protection office. That sheet would show different tradespeople that they used, phone numbers, contact information. So the buyer who buys it would have access to tradespeople that built that home. That would provide that assurance to the buyer. I asked this client, I said, "Hey, do you have this homeowner disclosure statement?" He's like, "No, I don't." I'm like, impossible. You can't list it on the market without that form. It's against the law. Any realtor who tries to sell his home and gets caught could be fined up to $25,000 and basically lose their license. Unfortunately, I guess the realtors he was working with didn't ask about the form. Either they had no clue about it, or they were willing to just sell it without getting the seller to obtain the form. I told my client, "You gotta get this form." He said, "No, my previous realtors didn't do it, and I don't want you to do it." And he spazzed out at me. He's like, "I just want you to get it done, and I'm sick and tired of this crap and blah blah blah." And he blew up at me. And I was like, okay, so this individual who I thought I knew for 2 years, he's not as honest as I thought. He was, in my terms, shady seller. He wanted me to perform something that was illegal, unethical, and put my license in jeopardy and also my reputation. So I said, "You know what? Thank you for your time. I don't think I'm the right realtor for you. Good luck and all the best." And I gave up on this client and I fired him. And he said, "Hey, take me off your searches," and all that stuff like that. And I said, "Sure, no problem." So I gave up on the listing as well as the buying side because he was going to buy a property. You know what? It doesn't matter. At 10, 20, 30,000 or whatever, it's not worth putting my reputation on the line, losing my license over it. It's just not who I am. I wouldn't be able to sleep at night. So that's my experience with a shady seller. Share another story later. It's Gary Wong with GaryWongRealty.com. Until next time, God bless you. Thanks guys for watching my video. Please subscribe and share with your friends. Email me if you have any more questions. Thank you.